Good morning. It's nice to see you all here this morning. So many historians and future historians lined up here at the podium. On behalf of the Georgia Historical Society, we welcome you to this press conference. I'm Bob Jepson. I am chairman of the Board of Curators and have the joy of meeting with the board every so often. It's a wonderful group, and it's a pleasure to be in the room with them. The Georgia History Festival is the reason for our gathering this morning. Every year, the Georgia Historical Society has a Georgia History Festival week. It's full of wonderful activities, and one of the special activities is gathering all of these future historians and CEOs and whatever together and having them learn about history in Georgia and history across this land of ours. The centerpiece of our History Festival week is our education of more than 100,000 young Georgians who learn about this great state of ours. And we do that in concert with the Chatham County School Board and the Chatham County School Organization. Representing that group is Tom Lockamy, who is the superintendent of the schools here in Savannah. It's a great pleasure, Tom, to have you here. He needs no introduction. We all know him well. Tom Lockamy.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you very much. And this is always quite a celebration because it's one of the events that both private and public schools come together to celebrate our history and our past. And so often we forget about the wonderful opportunities that the Georgia Historical Society provides to our students, all of our students. I know that Bob mentioned about 100,000 students. Well, we have in our school district 38,000 this year and growing, and with everyone all together, probably close to 45,000 students in Chatham County that are learning about Georgia history. Believe it or not, our teachers and our students are already starting. You can see from these young people here that they're already preparing for the big celebration and the parade in February. And I am certain that on that February date that we will have a wonderful day of weather just like today. The last couple of years have been a little bit challenging, but with the support that we get from the community, we make it a great success for the boys and girls here. Our school board and Dr. Joe Buck, our president, is standing in the audience here. And Dr. Buck will continue to serve as president through December. Then we have a new president. And so I bring you greetings from my school board and from our school administration and from all of the boys and girls in Chatham County to say thank you for giving us this opportunity and the support from the people. I'm going to have to run now because we have the first energy efficient school in the district. We've been building new schools, and we're celebrating today an Energy Stars certificate, which will go on the National Register. And our school board continues to, as one of their goals, to build energy efficient schools to save money for the taxpayers. And so we're on our way to celebrate that and to receive that wonderful certificate. And we're hopeful in the future we'll have many more. So I'm going to have to run, but again, these boys and girls say thank you. And to all the moms and dads out here and all of the teachers from wherever they go to school, they are saying thank you for giving us this opportunity to celebrate Georgian history. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tom, for those remarks. My name is Todd Gross. I'm the president and CEO of the Georgia Historical Society. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you here today from the various schools and all these young people that are here today. We're delighted to see all of you. As Mr. Jepson mentioned just a moment ago, the Georgia History Festival is the K-12 signature history education program held each year by the Georgia Historical Society that across the state helps to educate approximately 100,000 students and teachers about the founding of the colony of Georgia, about American history, and about a different figure from Georgia history, and we will introduce that person in just a moment. I'd like to introduce a few people who are with us today. First of all, you already met Bob Jepson, our board chairman, and then Ellen Bolch, who is also a member of our board of curators and who chaired this festival last year, Reed Delaney, who is with us today, and John Helmkin, all from the board of the Georgia Historical Society. I also want to recognize Mark Bennett, who is here from Gulfstream. He's the Senior Manager for Corporate Responsibility. And Gary Sanchez with AT&T. He's the Southeast Georgia Regional Director of External Affairs. Well, having introduced them is important because not only is the Georgia History Festival the signature K-12 history education event for the Society, it is also our major, in fact, our only fundraising event during the year. And all the funds that are raised as a part of this festival go directly back into providing all of the services that the Society is known for, our library and archive services, and of course the education programs that take place across the state of Georgia, the research and education programs that go on throughout the year. And I would like to recognize the corporate sponsors who so far are participating. This is an ongoing list, but so far at the trustee level we have Georgia Power Company, signature level Gulfstream and Delta Airlines, presenting the Coca-Cola Company, Colonial Foundation, Jepson Associates, Synovus, and the platinum sponsors Acuity Brands, Brasseler USA, Camden Real Estate Company, Chick-fil-A, Kreitz Auto Group, Delaney Industries, Genuine Parts, Georgia Ports Authority, Levy Jewelers, and South State Bank. And if you recognize those names, you'll see that that corporate support is coming not only from here in Savannah, but from all across the state of Georgia, and is testimony to the fact that this is a statewide education program. Well, I mentioned Gulfstream just a second ago as being one of our signature corporate sponsors, and I would like to invite Mark Bennett to come forward now to present a check on behalf of Gulfstream to the Georgia Historical Society.
Great. We'll let these Indians.
Yeah, they can help us out with that. How about that? That's a good idea.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, we want to thank Gulfstream and all of the corporate sponsors and all the individuals who play such an important part in making this festival a success each year and providing the resources that the Georgia Historical Society needs to bring education programs here in Savannah and across the state. And now to introduce the historical figure for the 2015 Georgia History Festival, it's my pleasure to introduce Christy Crisp, who's Director of Programs at the Georgia Historical Society. Christy?
My name is Christy Crisp. I'm the Director of Programs for the Georgia Historical Society. I'm very happy to be here with you today to share some of the exciting things that we have planned for the 2015 Georgia History Festival. From the annual kickoff at the Capitol in Atlanta to the beloved Georgia Day Parade along Bull Street right here in Savannah, and the elegant Trustees Gala, the 2015 festival promises to be an exciting and educational series with opportunities for Georgians of all ages to explore our state's rich history in commemoration of the colony's founding in February of 1733. Now, to give you an idea of some of the educational offerings of the festival, we have with us today the winners of the elementary school parade banner competition from this past parade in 2014, where the featured historical figure was Georgia author Flannery O'Connor. The Hancock Day School then second graders won this competition last year after creating the banner that you see here with us today about the life and legacy of Flannery O'Connor and showcasing something of what they learned during the History Festival in 2014. So, again, congratulations to the Hancock Day School now third graders. Very happy that their costumes still fit from last year. But congratulations to you on winning last year. And good luck to all the students as they get ready to prepare for the parade this year. And now on to 2015. In observance of the 475th anniversary of his journeys in Georgia, the Georgia Historical Society has selected Hernando de Soto and the impact of Spanish exploration in Georgia as the focus of study for the 2015 festival. These topics will be at the center of educational materials and programming developed for the 2015 Georgia History Festival. In fact, today you'll notice with us a living history interpreter, Mr. Brad Spear, portraying a 16th century Spanish explorer, wearing a uniform very much like what would have been worn on the De Soto expedition. Mr. Spear joins us from Fort King George Historic Site in Darien, Georgia, where visitors can learn more about Spanish interactions on the Georgia coast. GHS is pleased to work with our friends in museums and historic sites, both locally and across the state, in the development of educational resources and the promotion of Georgia history during the 2015 festival. Fort King George, for example, is also one of over 50 local historical and museum sites that participate every year in Super Museum Sunday, the annual Georgia History Festival event in which local museums open their doors for free to the community. The 2015 festival also will feature the annual Colonial Fair and Muster at Wormslow State Historic Site. And we're happy to have a few representatives from Wormslow here with us today and are very grateful for their ongoing partnership in the Georgia History Festival. In addition to these annual events, we're happy to announce a new partnership with Massey Heritage Center in the development of in-school programs for local students designed to introduce them to the topic of Spanish exploration through interactive learning centers. And finally, we're also pleased to announce the festival keynote address to be given by Dr. Dennis Blanton, archaeologist formerly with the Fernbake Museum of Natural History in Atlanta and currently at James Madison University in Virginia. Dr. Blanton's archaeological work in Telfair County has potentially redrawn the map of DeSoto's journey through Georgia, and we're very much looking forward to his presentation next February. Undoubtedly, there will be many more details to come and exciting opportunities for Georgians of all ages to participate in this annual exploration of our state's history. We invite you to check out our website, georgiahistory.com, for updates. And one last introduction I'd like to make, one that doesn't much need an introduction as we stand here in the shadow of his statue. We are joined here today also by General James Edward Oglethorpe. And I believe our incoming Savannah Chatham County School Board President, Jolene Byrne, has also joined us here today. So with that, we look forward to the 2015 festival and all of you participating in it with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Christy. I wish I could say that my costume still fits from last year, but well, Jolene, we're delighted you're here. I didn't see you over there. Thank you for being here today. And Joe, we're delighted you're here with us today as well. The 2015 Georgia History Festival culminates with the Trustees Gala. Each year, the Georgia Historical Society, in conjunction with the Office of the Governor, inducts the Georgia Trustees. You may recall from your Georgia history that the Georgia Trustees was the group that founded the colony of Georgia. They went to King George II. They obtained a charter to found what became the last British colony in North America. Each year, the king appointed new trustees, and this continued throughout the colonial period. In 2008, the governor of Georgia signed an executive order bringing the Georgia Trustees back into existence, and then each year, the governor appoints new Georgia trustees and then inducts them at a gala held by the Georgia Historical Society in February of each year. The Georgia Trustees were founded upon the motto of non sibi sed alis, not for self but for others. And each year we select individuals who, through their service to the people of Georgia, reflect the ideals of the original Georgia Trustees. And this will be the 8th year that we have inducted new Georgia trustees, and their name is added to the original list of trustees going back to 1732. And I see I'm competing with a dog over here. Kept wondering why everybody was looking that way. So anyway, should we give the floor to the dog maybe right now? I know I don't look as cute as the dog. I can yap as loudly though, as the dog does. Well, this year I'm pleased to announce that we are inducting 2 women who have had a tremendous impact on the state of Georgia and beyond. We actually have an all-female cast this year, and I'm pleased to announce that we are inducting 2 women who developed institutions, one educational and one medical, that have changed the lives of thousands of people, not only in Georgia but across the world. Alana Shepard is the co-founder of the Shepard Center, a world-renowned rehabilitation hospital in Atlanta, specializing in medical treatment, research, and rehabilitation for people with spinal cord injury, brain injury, and other neurological conditions. And our other trustee inductee is Paula Wallace, the president and co-founder of Savannah College of Art and Design, known as SCAD, an accredited nonprofit degree granting university established in 1978. Today, SCAD awards undergraduate and graduate degrees in more than 40 areas of study at its locations in Savannah, Atlanta, Hong Kong, and Lacoste, France. These two individuals have demonstrated a drive and determination to advance the cause of medicine, art, and education in Georgia, and their leadership and their accomplishments have touched the lives of thousands of people, not only here in our city and our state, but actually across the world. And we are honored to be able to induct them as the newest Georgia trustees and to add their names to the list of the men and now women who founded the colony of Georgia and make it the great state that it is to live in today. So with that announcement, I hope that we will see all of you at the 2015 Georgia History Festival this coming February, and at the Trustees Gala on February the 14th, Valentine's Day 2015, here in the city of Savannah. I want to thank all of you for being here today.